Welcome to Colorado. Welcome to Sunday night. Excited you guys are here and in a beautiful place out in basically the west side of Denver, and awesome. Always a beautiful place, fun place to hike, and just excited to see these guys get arrested who just went off the trail. No, just kidding. Anyway, but wanted to continue looking at the book of Psalms. We're going to continue looking at the Psalms of David, specifically somebody who put the priority on pause. Finding a place where he was going to pause his normal life and focus on his relationship with God. And so Psalm 63 is what we're reading today, and it says, "O God, you are my God. Earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My body longs for you in a dry and weary land where there is no water. I've seen you in the sanctuary and beheld your power and your glory. Because your love is better than life, my lips will glorify you. I will praise you as long as I live, and in your name I will lift up my hands. My soul will be satisfied as with the richest of foods. With singing lips, my mouth will praise you. On my bed I remember you. I think of you through the watches of the night, because you are my help. I sing in the shadows of your wings. My soul clings to you. Your right hand upholds me. They who seek my life will be destroyed. They will go down to the depths of the earth. They will be given over to the sword and become food for jackals. But the king, this guy, David, will rejoice in God. All who swear by God's name will praise him, while the mouths of liars will be silenced." One of the things that really stands out to me is when it talks about that my soul thirsts for you, my body longs for you. Colorado is beautiful and all that stuff, but it really is a desert in many ways, and it's a dry area. If you've been out here, you know the trees aren't as plentiful as they are in Ohio, and it adds to the beauty of it and all this stuff. But it is a desert. It's dry. We came out here hiking 2 days ago, and it wasn't very long. You're thirsty, as you know, and but have we? You know, the beauty of this verse is, in the same way that you go through your day and you know that I need a drink of water, that you know that I need food, that my body knows it needs these things. Do we know that we need that time with God? Does our soul really thirst for God and that relationship with him? I think it does. I think that sometimes we just don't realize it, and I think sometimes we miss out on that, and yet that's what our soul and our bodies is looking for. It's looking for that connection with God. It's looking for that love of his, and if we're searching for anything else, if we're focusing on anything else that's going to bring that, it's just going to fail every time. And David here, who we know in his life had an amazing life, he was an amazing king, but he faced a lot of different turmoils and a lot of different challenges, and there were different people coming up against him at different times. And yet he always came back to this place. He always came back to this. He's going, I'm thirsty. There's people that are coming against me, people that in this case are lying, and God, it makes it hard to live. And yet I know that in you is where salvation is found. In you is where I know that the answers are found. And he says, you know, I've seen this, you know, I have seen you in the sanctuary and beheld your power and glory. I've lived this. I've seen what you've done in my life. And I think if you guys take time each day to think about it and think about what God has done, you realize how amazing he is. And you realize that he is the answer to what your soul needs. My soul clings to you. Your right hand upholds me. You know, I just, my prayer is that for each of us, that we would just, I encourage you to read Psalm 63 and to really just think about what it's saying, the words in there, and ask yourself, why, if for some reason I feel like my soul is not thirsting for God in this way, why is that? You know, I say I'm a Christian, or maybe you don't say you're a Christian, maybe you are knowing you're thirsting for something, but either saying, maybe it is God, maybe that's the very thing I've been needing, or maybe for some of you who go, I'm a Christian, it's, why isn't my soul thirsting for him? Why am I filling it with other things that right now seem to be filling that need, seem to be satisfying that thirst? And when I know deep in my heart, there's nothing that's going to satisfy like that relationship with God. You know, he says, on my bed, I remember you. I think of you through the night. My soul will be satisfied as with the richest of foods. But if you think about the greatest thing you've eaten, and you think about just that, this isn't just that it's going to be satisfied with, you know, a cracker. It's going to be satisfied with trail mix, whatever. Never a fan of that. But anyway, that it's going to be satisfied with the greatest of foods. God's going to give me the best. And you have to trust in that. There's times when it's hard to see it, but you look at those good times and you look at just the faithfulness of God and you go, I can rest in that. Even when it's hard, I know, God, that you're there, and I know that you're going to satisfy and you're going to meet my needs. Again, find the pause in your life. Find that place where you can pause and be with God and just rest in who he is. He's awesome. If you don't have a relationship with him and you don't know much about it, you don't know how to start that, please talk to me. Talk to one of us leaders. We want nothing more than for you to find that relationship with him. Love you guys. Like I said, a beautiful morning, and just we'll show a little bit of what's going on. Gentlemen coming down the trail here, but and then up on the mountain is Lockheed Martin, which we had a big discussion about the other day. Somebody said it looked like the Death Star. It's not the Death Star. It looks a little bit like a Star Destroyer, maybe, but it's pretty awesome through here.
Hi.
Good morning. How are you?
Beautiful morning, beautiful trail.
Oh my goodness, isn't it? And if you look way up on that rock, you'll see the two gentlemen that shortly will be arrested by the park rangers. Even though all of us are jealous that why can't we go off the trail and go do a little mountain climbing, you know? I mean, it's gorgeous. Why can't we just go and do a little looking around? Hey, find that thirst that your soul is ultimately looking for. Spend that time with God. Find the pause. Love you guys. Have a great week. See you next Sunday night.